brighter side. Cause I'm low on the phone, you say. So I talk till I drop, you say, how could I have a heart made of stone while you... Oh, when we synchronize, it's exactly what I thought when I fantasized. Playing games with my mind, making us collide. And we know how it goes when we're out at night. And I don't know how we make it out when we make out on the low. Even if it rains, you'd rather make it snow. Both you and me know we gotta let it go. Laying on the ground, wondering why it's so cold. How we make it out when we make out on the low. Even if it rains, you'd rather make it snow. Both you and me know we gotta let it go. Laying on the ground, wondering why it's so cold. When you bet you're nice, you're so satisfied. When I dig in the dirt, you're in paradise. And I know that you know I can sleep at night. Oh, and you're by my side. And it's smooth how you move, cause I'm petrified. Setting traps in my head, messing with my mind. When you talk, but I know you're lying. And I don't know how we make it out when we make out on the low. Even if it rains, you'd rather make it snow. Both you and me know we gotta let it go. Laying on the ground, wondering why it's so cold. How we make it out when we make out on the low. Even if it rains, you'd rather make it snow. Both you and me know we gotta let it go. Laying on the ground, wondering why it's so cold. Why you so icy cold? My tears can't drip. Sitting awake alone, tattoos I miss. If I was to call your phone, I know you'd click. Baby, can have the throne, I call it quits. You can even have my car, I don't need it. I've been inside my room since you left it. Thinking about the place where we first kissed. Oh, and I don't know how we make it out when we make out on the low. Even if it rains, you'd rather make it snow. Both you and me know we gotta let it go. Laying on the ground, wondering why it's so cold. How we make it out when we make out on the low. Even if it rains, you'd rather make it snow. Both you and me know we gotta let it go. Laying on the ground, wondering why it's so cold.
So Alexis, I have to say the All-Star events were really fun to watch from right here, but what was your favorite moment being there?
Man, I look forward to All-Star Weekend every single year, but my favorite event is always the dunk contest.
Well, you gotta bring me a souvenir. You have my address, so let's make it happen.
Next week, I'll be back at 2K headquarters. Until then, here are some of my highlights from All-Star. Enjoy.
And it's all happening in Minnesota from the Target Center in Minneapolis. The Trailblazers taking on the Timberwolves. For Portland, they've won just 4 games out of their last 10, and they know they can do better. This team has talent, and they'll try to bring it together and get things back on track with a win. Timberwolves Blazers is next, right after this. Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us on 2K Sports. NBA action is coming up. This is Kevin Harlan along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And, of course, David Aldridge is joining us tonight from the sideline. Here's what Portland has lined up on their schedule. On Tuesday, they'll be facing Steven Adams and the New Orleans Pelicans.
And looking at the Dallas matchup, there aren't many other meetings that are as evenly matched as this one. Both teams can give and take punches, and this one, I think, is going to come down to the wire.
And with tip-off coming up, we've got just enough time to hear from our good friend David Aldridge on the sideline. D.A., take it away.
Kevin, good evening. Karl Anthony Towns is certainly the franchise player now for the Timberwolves. Cat said, "You lead by action and you lead by words." I'm more of the action guy. When things get tough, I've got to be the guy that leads the charge. Kevin, he knows his role and he knows his place atop the Wolves franchise.
Knows it very well, D.A. Thank you so much. Greg, if your system overall for these teams, if the schemes don't seem to be working, how much can you really change before you get to the offseason, or in particular, before you get to the playoffs?
It's never easy. A system change would come typically with a coaching change, and the reality is you also have to evaluate the roster, and you can't fit that square peg into a round hole. Whatever your system is, it's got to be catered to the personnel you have. You can't go the other way around, and I think that's what separates oftentimes the good coaches from the great ones.
The starters for the Portland Trail Blazers. They've got Enes Kanter. Jones is out there with Robert Covington. Then it's Damian Lillard, and it's Trent in at the 2 guard. And for the Timberwolves, Ricky Rubio is out there with Edwards. Then there's Towns, and it's Vanderbilt in at the power forwards position. Trent passes to Jones. Here's Trent. Jones, no one around him. It's hauled in by Edwards. And the shot is good.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Here's Trent. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Minnesota. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Edwards leading the charge. Here's Vanderbilt. And it goes down 2 points. Vanderbilt's got 5 points so far.
How about 3 or 4 from the floor to start? That's always a good sign.
Rubio against Lillard. Picked his pocket. The shot misses. Good D by Covington. For the Trailblazers, it's been a slow start here. 7-point differential coming off that loss against the Timberwolves.
And that was a shocker. Hard to believe that they dropped the ball, so to speak, on that one, and probably a tough pill for them to swallow.
And to lose it like they did, too. Wow, right at the end, man, makes it even tougher to take.
And you talk post up, face up, you name it. Karl Anthony Towns gets it done.
Yeah, you know what, Greg? He's really molded that versatility into his game. I mean, he can pass it, drive it, shoot. You remember, he won the skills challenge back in 2016. I mean, he's a 7-footer for sure, but he's got guard skills, too.
And the Timberwolves have made it clear Karl Anthony Towns is their franchise player. He's the guy they're building around.
Lillard against Rubio. There's the pass to Covington. Towns with the defensive effort.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
And we've heard Towns for years pronouncing his happiness with the Timberwolves. Last season, Greg, as the losses piled up, some rumors that he was getting frustrated.
Well, we've seen this pattern with the Timberwolves before, right? Kevin Garnett, Kevin Love, all-star big men who ended up leaving the Twin Cities to win titles.
The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in, and Lillard gets it to go.
Unselfishness, always admirable in a basketball player, and Covington consistent at giving it up when one of his teammates is open.
And the basket by Rubio.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possessions.
Lillard way outside. No good there. And it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way. Fresh from a win against Portland.
And the bench turned up in that one. Whatever they couldn't get from their starters, they got from the reserves.
Well, you know, you hear about the importance of having depth all the time, bench players that contribute. In last game, their bench came alive.
Here's Kanter after the basket by Minnesota. Trailblazers moving the ball around. Here's Covington. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Oh, Covington really is fantastic at getting his arms high in the air when he's attempting a shot inside. Really gives the defense no chance to catch up to it or get to it.
And now here comes Jones leading the break. Kicks it to Covington. Jones looking for an opening. Pass to Canner. And that comes off the assist by Jones.
Gotta commend the focus Cantor has, not letting the aggressive defense make an impact there.
Got that bucket in no time at all. Edwards got his second bucket tonight.
And no matter who it is, that kind of D isn't going to get it done.
Passes it to Trent. Vanderbilt with the rebound.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
Showing determination inside. Towns absorbs the contact and gets the whistle.
And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for Minnesota.
Guys, right from the start, it's been apparent they're determined to establish a presence in the paint.
They've been distributing the ball really well tonight, too. I mean, a decent number of assists so far for them.
The free throw drops for Towns.
Towns, the first overall pick in 2015, a future MVP candidate. I mean, he's lived up to the billing.
Good on both.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Inside, and Cantor throws it down.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Yeah, you know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for Portland, trailing by 10. Last time they came together was in Minnesota, where they felled the Wolves.
And they lost a close one last time they saw each other. And you have to think that it was the foul trouble that really kept them from getting the win.
When you are in foul trouble, it makes you less aggressive defensively. And when that's the case, it's hard to offer the kind of resistance that you need to. That was in the back of the mind, the foul trouble they were in.
There's the steal. All alone. Flushes it down to finish the break.
Boy, that's a great job by Okogie to get out in front and finish off the break.
Here's Lillard. 38 points for him last game against Minnesota.
And you know, he was getting fouled time and time again and really delivered at the free throw line. Huge contribution there, guys.
Now here's Jones. Pass to Covington from the arc. Vanderbilt with the rebound. Vanderbilt's got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight. Rubio, offensive rebound, and it's blocked. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. And now let's revisit that exceptional mobile one block.
And that'll give him a jolt. Nothing like a rejection to light a fire under you.
Minnesota with the ball. Clock at 6. The three-pointer is right on target. And it's 8 points for Karl Anthony Towns.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
Yeah, you've got to turn up the dial on the intensity at the defensive end if you're them. I mean, it's still early, but I agree with you.
And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
That's a jump ball.
And Minnesota has possession. Minnesota leading by 12. From outside the arc. And another three for Minnesota.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Here's Trent. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Jones dishes to Lillard. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Jones has got 3 assists in the game. From downtown, it's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
I think they're playing too soft on the perimeter. They can't stay so soft. They've got to get up into the shooters here.
Here's Okogie. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Okogie's got 6 points.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
Here's Trent. He isn't playing a big part of their offensive scheme, averaging around 15.5 points a game.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt.
And the trend they'd love to continue right through the next 3 quarters as well.
So timeout called here, the first for Portland. Well, the superstar players always get the headlines, but you need more great role players, it seems, as you look at the history of champions, to win. So that being said, Greg, what kind of role players do you look for?
You know, Kevin, it starts on your best player, and I think you go from there. Obviously, in today's game, spot-up shooting is critically important, and then you got to factor in versatility. You need guys that can guard multiple positions, that give you some rim protection, but obviously that can also shoot the basketball. And I think it's critical having that instant offense guy coming off the bench as well, to when your team's in a bit of a funk, somebody you can trust to kind of light a fire.
Good point. Some changes for Minnesota. Reed's checked in, and Lehman subbed in for Josh Okogie. Trailblazers trail by 20. Anthony, the pass to Lillard. The pass to Cantor. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. And that's now 6 points for Enes Kanter. Cantor's gone 3 for 4 here from the field. And the basket by Rubio.
Yeah, second chance points, a huge issue right now. They're getting steamrolled inside.
Well, guys, nobody's boxing out. I mean, I could go out there and get an offensive rebound. They're just watching. And if you're the coaching staff, that's unacceptable.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
And it's Towns missing.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Pretty clear they're dominating that area. They've come out with a lot more energy and effort so far.
And Ricky Rubio gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Pass to Simons. Kanter with it. 6 to shoot. Passes it to Lillard.
And they've done a nice job controlling the defensive backboard to start this game.
Not one second chance bucket allowed. That is finishing off good defense.
Here's Kanter, and he banks in the layup. Kanter's got 8.
And the coaching staff doesn't have any issue putting the ball in Kanter's hands inside. And why not? That part of his game is very refined.
Here's Simons. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. Knocked loose, and it goes out of bounds. That one off Rubio.
Taking a look here at the numbers for Lillard. He's been on a tremendous roll since the All-Star break. He's around 31 points per game, 7 assists, and 6 rebounds. It's hard to wrap your head around numbers like these, but that is just what he delivers night in and night out.
You know, it's so easy for us to take him for granted, to get spoiled with what he does. I think we've got to be more appreciative of the kind of impact this man has in every game he plays.
Well, you look at the career that Dame Lillard has had so far, taken 6th in the 2012 draft out of Weber State, a small school, but this guy became a franchise player immediately for the Blazers.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
He throw good, Damian Lillard. And thinking of Lillard, the numbers over his career are incredible.
And Lillard found his strength as a shooter, and boy, did he exploit it. He's been averaging 20 points per game almost his entire career, and he's kept adding to his game as one of the elite players in our league.
They get it again. The shot's good from Cantor. 10 points for him.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
Took him no time at all on that one. And the Timberwolves lead by 16.
Yeah, they've built up this lead 3 points at a time.
And I like the strategy. It's a great strategy. Bury those threes early, and it'll open up the inside for them later on.
The wide open look here for Anthony. Unable to get that one. And Minnesota will come the other way. Towns for three. Rebounded by Hood. And so Hood will bring it up for Portland. It's a 16-point game. To the middle. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And bullseye with that assist. Nice delivery there in traffic.
So the Timberwolves called their first timeout. Some changes for Minnesota. Juan Hernan-Gomez, he's checked in for Towns. And Culver's subbed in for Ricky Rubio. Minnesota leading by 14. Here's Culver. Drills it from outside.
And off to an incredible start here early from long range.
Lighting it up from outside. Hard to keep up with this.
A minute 50 left in the first quarter. And it's Lillard missing.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Shot's good by Noel.
And boy, have they come out strong, really pounding the offensive board for second chance points.
Ultra impressive, guys. Caught them off guard, and they've taken the momentum in this game now.
Now here's Lillard. He's got 11. Can't nail the jumper.
Boy, he's got to be kicking himself for failing to make that shot. That's money.
Here's Culver. And it's Portland with the rebound.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
Here's Anthony. Oh, and the jam by Anthony.
Yeah, you know, Lillard has been so good at finding the open man, puts a lot of zip on his passes, and he knows he's responsible for getting his teammates the ball.
Noel, no good. Trailblazers trail by 18. Shoots from the elbow. A nice shot by Simons.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Minnesota with the ball. Here's Noel. And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
Already, they piled up 8 second chance points.
Feasting on those backboards. I love that physicality.
And there's a whistle. That goes on Hernan-Gomez. That's his first foul. .34 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Outside Anthony, uncovered. And yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. Anthony's got his second basket of the night.
And the shooting form of Anthony, just perfect. He's dangerous with the catch and shoot and just terrific at scoring when in rhythm. Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand. And Kevin, they need to be consistent with their effort on the boards. You look at the box score, and they're at a definite disadvantage.
And, you know, time will tell how big a factor that becomes in this game, guys, but if you're the coaching staff, it's certainly a point of emphasis.
Hits the three-point bomb.
And if you look at the stats for unassisted jump shot percentage, Lillard is always around the top. He can drain those pull-up jumpers as well as anybody in our league.
It's been all about Karl Anthony Towns for Minnesota. We witnessed him delivering a series of three-pointers as he notched 3 total in the quarter. We'll return shortly. And before the game, we talked to Damian Lillard. You know, Greg, he is still as competitive as they come. Here's what he had to say.
I don't fear nobody. And, you know, if somebody going to come after me, I'm going to be right here for it. And, you know, he's the ultimate example of that, somebody that's going to come for your lunch. And that's just what it is. I'm always ready for the challenge.
And if Lillard's proved anything to us, Greg, in his career, you know he loves a challenge.
One of the premier big shot makers in this game. I don't know if there's anyone you'd rather give the ball to in crunch time.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And guys, we've seen a confident-looking Timberwolves team out there.
Coming in hot. They were sharp from the perimeter right out of the gate.
Well, the player and ball movement has been excellent. Finding space, operating in space, and when they've gotten open shots, they've knocked them down.
On the floor for Portland, we've got Rodney Hood. Anthony is out there with Enes Kanter. Then it's Damian Lillard, and it's Simons in at the 2. Three-pointer, Lillard can't hit that one. And it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way.
In the first quarter, he was killing them from outside, but he can't get it going here.
Edwards, he's checked in for Layman. And Portland with a change here, too. Covington's checked in. Hernan Gomez against Anthony. Pass to Simons. Sinks that one from the post. Simons has got 6 points.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Good. And the Timberwolves lead by 20.
Major dominance, and it comes so easily for him. Fantastic at getting to his spots on the floor.
Lillard with no one around. Nailed from three-point land. He's got 17.
And let's see, guys, if that triggers another little explosion from him after hitting 3 triples in that first quarter.
And Anthony sends it back. He feeds it to Lillard. Made that one. It's his 7th of the contest, 7 for 15 from the floor.
A guy who spaces the floor, but also willing to attack the rim. Lillard has confounded the defense all night. Whoa, that'll wake you up.
He is such a great athlete.
No question about it. He's very comfortable in the air. Dunks like that, no problem for him.
Here's Simons. And another 3 for Portland.
Could have been much better defense. I mean, you can't give this guy any room to operate.
Here's Edwards. And Edwards with the stuff.
Ooh, the one-hand tomahawk, guys. Somebody's going to get their feelings hurt.
Yeah, they got the entire bench up right there as they saw that and out of their chairs.
That's how you get your teammates fired up.
Here's Hernan Gomez. Portland grabs the miss. Following this one, they get to host the Pelicans. And that will be the first game of 5 straight at home.
Carmelo Anthony imposing his will inside. Doesn't take any time, rising up for the dunk.
Noel, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's on Damian Lillard. This is his first trip to the line tonight.
Taking 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. Greg, you really began to emerge and got on the national scene at UNLV, but you started your college career at Portland, where you were actually named the Conference Freshman of the Year.
Yeah, how about I actually averaged more points in Portland than in any season I played at Vegas. Totally different roles, but Portland's always going to have a sweet spot in my heart. My first child was born in the great city of Portland.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Trailblazers trail by 16. The pass to Trent for 3. Reed with the rebound. The Timberwolves have gone 4 of 6 from the field here in the second. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
And it's Simons missing. Timberwolves leading by 18. Count it. Portland's gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. Oh, and the jam by Anthony.
This guy is a high flyer. I mean, especially for a power forward, and he needs to be as an undersized player.
Here's Edwards. Good, nice job down low. Edwards got 6 points in the quarter.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Stripped it away. And here's the fast break. Here's Vanderbilt. And it's rebounded by Covington. Covington's got 4 rebounds in this game. Pass to Trent. Shot is good off the back rim and in. The Timberwolves have gone 7 for 10 here in the second quarter. They'd like to keep up that nice pace. Here's Edwards. Makes it off the glass. Edwards got 15 points. And Simons has got the ball here for the Trailblazers. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That is his first foul of the game.
Anthony Towns. Josh Okogie. Ricky Rubio.
Simons surveying the D. It's Jones on the wing. Knocked away. Rubio right side. Here's Towns. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
And Josh Okogie, a rugged wing defender out of Georgia Tech.
Yeah, and he takes an awful lot of pride in that aspect of his game, Greg. He wants to lock people up. Always active with his hands around the ball.
Kicks it to Jones. Anthony, the pass to Trent. Here's Covington, and the rejection by Towns. Let's go. And again, it's Minnesota converting.
Hey, the ability to stay under control, Towns excels at that, able to pull up on a dime and knock it down.
And there's the call on Karl Anthony Towns. That is his first foul of the game. Pass to Trent. Outside, Covington. sinks the three-pointer. Covington's got 8 points.
The three-point stroke of Robert Covington is really a thing of beauty. You can't let him get loose from the outside. He's dangerous.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Knocks it loose. And it's out of bounds. The Trailblazers able to retain possession here. Ball's knocked loose. Stolen by Rubio. Wide open. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. 11 points in the game.
Love the body control there. Stop, pop. Rubio understands exactly what he needs to do.
And it goes out of bounds. That one off Rubio. Taking a look here at some of the numbers for Damian Lillard.
And you can see how much his playmaking has improved in the past month. He's a different passer than he had been in the earlier part of the season. I'm sure his teammates love playing with him at the moment.
It's Jones on the wing. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. He was all alone on that one. Simons has got a pair of triples in the second now for the Trailblazers. Here's Edwards, and Edwards with the stuff.
And right there, Rubio doing what he does, seeing the floor, exploring the defense, finding the open man, and getting him the ball.
Pass to Trent. And they immediately answer back with the dunk at the other end.
You know, didn't need two hands for that slam. One will do just fine.
You're right. He can save the other hand for the next time.
Yeah, I like the variety, though. Nice to switch it up.
And the Timberwolves call time here. Greg, you were a physical, defensive-minded player. What are your thoughts on how closely the game is called now as opposed to when you play?
It is, Kevin, and yeah, some people like the physicality of the era I played in, but you know, I like the beauty of the game with the spacing and the freedom of movement, and I think that's one reason why you see so much switching. It's hard to fight through screens without fouling, and ball handlers have become experts at drawing contact, even if it's, you know, incidental. And I think that's just an area where the game has changed so much that that ability to play in space is so vital.
Jake Layman's checked in for Minnesota. Enes Kanter's checked in for Portland.
And all right, a chance to check out stats for Covington. He showed up every night and some noteworthy performances over the last month. 5th in blocks, and he's as opportunistic as anybody defensively, ranking among the top 15 league-wide in steals per game.
And yeah, he's been a brutal shot blocker all season long. As you said, top 5 in the league. He's a dangerous force to face inside. Here's Trent. Down low. Here's Jones. Here's Towns. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Covington's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Poked away and out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession. Here's a peek now at the 2K leaderboard. This year, these teams have made the most of their offensive rebounds. In 4th, the Trailblazers.
And just having a terrific year on the offensive glass, it's because everybody buys in. Not just the big men, but even the guards are getting in on the act.
And there's the foul. It's on Towns. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Damian Lillard, he's checked in for the Trailblazers.
Damian Lillard.
And so it's Covington who brings up the ball for Portland. Lillard from outside gets it to go from beyond the arc. Lillard's got 22.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Got a piece of it. And it's out of bounds to Portland. They'll retain possession. Three from the inbound. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
And doing a much better job from three-point range than they were in the first. It's going to help them chip away at that lead.
Here's Trent. And it's out of bounds. The Trailblazers able to retain possession here. Here's Jones. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts. Minnesota leading by 19. Here's Rubio. No good on the 3.
You know, he's not a knockdown shooter from there, but when you're that uncovered, you almost are forced to take it.
And really the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
Shot from the wing. Goes back up. And Towns finishes inside. Towns has got 22 points.
Well, I like the way Towns reads where the ball is coming off when it's missed. And he's got excellent timing as well and did a good job beating everybody to the ball.
They get it back. Cantor. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
Boy, you can't give him any room to maneuver on the board because once he does, he's going to make you pay.
Cans it from downtown. 20 points for him.
You know, he started the game knocking down shots, guys, and now in the second quarter, he's taking it to another level.
Lillard, the pass to Covington. Back to Lillard. And that one, good.
And despite the hot start from beyond, they've gotten away from shooting the triple.
And trailing in this game now is not the time to start playing conservatively. I mean, if you've got an open look from deep, let it go. I mean, you've got to play freely and with confidence.
How frustrating for the defense. You get the stop, but then fail to block out.
Well, you know, that's the way it's going to be for them today, fellas. Can't sustain any momentum.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
Now a timeout called by Portland.
And Kevin, they've been committing a lot of turnovers here. Taking care of the basketball is the #1 priority right now in that huddle. They've got to tighten it up.
And Portland making a change here. Hood's checked in. Cantor, the pass to Hood. Dishes it to Lillard. Fires the 3. And no good. And it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way. Towns with it, now guarded by Hood. Pulls it up. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. Towns has got 10 points in the quarter.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Hood drives in, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. The Trailblazers have shot just 1 free throw earlier, 1 for 1 in the game.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. Both free throws good from Hood. Timberwolves leading by 22. Here's Rubio, fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
And doing a really solid job getting that ball inside. Much more of a physical presence here in the second.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And he buried a bunch of shots from the stripe in that last game.
And one look at the box score will confirm that. You know, guys, that's not quite the same success rate he had at the line last year, although it is somewhat in the neighborhood of last year's numbers.
And that one falls for Ricky Rubio.
And you know, guys, when you watch Rubio, he's one of the most hyped international prospects ever. Scouts were right about his ability to manage the game, though.
Here's Cantor. Kicks it out to Lillard. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Jones has got 6 assists here tonight.
Boy, he's making it look really easy right now. I expect them to continue to run the offense through him until the defense makes them change plans. But the defense not doing a good job at all of getting after him. They've got to crowd him and make it tough for him. That's his second this quarter.
Out to the right wing. Launches a 3. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
From the wing, and good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
Yeah, and you know what's intriguing? Tonight, Rubio's taking on a scorer's mindset. We don't see that from him often. Really pushing the action and serving his team well.
I mean, he's just been brilliant today, guys, and it was the same exact story last time out.
I wasn't quite sure if he'd be able to maintain that same level of play. I had my doubts coming into this game, but consider my doubts disappeared.
Awesome form on the triple. Lillard with textbook technique.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves sitting on a 21-point lead to end the quarter. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Carl, you guys have built a lead. What is the key to maintaining or increasing it going forward?
I mean, don't change what we're doing. So stay together, keep passing the ball, keep playing great defense, and just keep making them think and make decisions, especially the difficult ones.
You had the advantage in the first half. We'll see if you can keep that advantage in the second half. Thanks for your time, man. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see you back here on our halftime show. Well, actually, we can't see you, but you can see us, but you get it. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. You're watching the NBA on 2K Sports. What a start for Ricky Rubio. He ended up with 24 points, 5 assists, and 1 rebound. And, Kenny, what did you see out there from the Timberwolves?
Well, it comes down to confidence. From the opening tip, these guys had that swag. They had the attitude that you can't beat us, we can only beat ourselves.
Looking at Portland, Shaq, your thoughts?
They didn't show enough toughness in the paint on D. When you get dominated in the post, it sets a bad tone. You always want to win that physical battle in the area. Otherwise, you wind up with a score like this. I don't believe I'm watching this.
And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half, about to get underway.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Really an incredible game from Lillard.
And the way that he has helped out with the ball movement has been a difference maker early on.
And, that's not a job they ask him to do very often. But in the first half, I thought he was in perfect sync with his teammates.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. On the court for Minnesota, they've got Ricky Rubio. He's out there with Edwards, and it's Okogie in at the small forward. Rubio misses.
Clearly the defense could have been better there, guys, but he also needs to convert that.
And you look at Robert Covington, first team all-defense in 2018, the kind of versatile stopper that every team in the league could use.
Rubio, and all around the rim that time before dropping in. Rubio's got 26 points. Trailblazers trail by 19. Tipped away. Chalk up 2 there.
All right, we talk about making plays. Rubio would rather not take the shot from distance, so he does the smart thing, drives it right in.
And Covington may be not a star, but he's a winning player. We've seen that.
And the perfect example of that 3-and-D role player, can guard 4 or 5 positions and can definitely sling it from outside.
Here's Trent, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
76% at the stripe for him thus far this season.
The first one falls. So he gets them both. Timberwolves leading by 19 points. Here's Edwards. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
Boy, from the looks of it, it appears the defense is fine with him taking that shot, but he makes them pay when they do.
An outstanding defensive play to earn the Mobile One block.
Emphatic with the rejection. You've got to appreciate that kind of forceful defense.
Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. The pass to Trent. From past the arc. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Lillard's got his 7th assist in the game. For Minnesota, they've gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Here's Edwards. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. And here's Lillard. He brings it up for the Trailblazers. Trailing by 19. Here's Edwards. The offensive rebound. Oh, tried to dunk it home, but drew the foul, and he'll go to the line.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
The Timberwolves shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
Shooting 2.
First one falls for him. Carmelo Anthony's checked in for Robert Covington. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Trailblazers trail by 21. Pass to Anthony. Lillard with it. The three. Rebound by Okogie.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
From deep, Vanderbilt's shot is good. Vanderbilt's got 5 points now in the quarter. Portland's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break to the right side. Three-pointer, Lillard. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. The Timberwolves have gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. Towns. A second chance effort. And it's good on the way in. Okogie's got 10 points.
Well, that's his heads-up play on the glass by Okogie. Not only did he retrieve the rebound, he scored as well.
To the paint. Here's Cantor. And Cantor throws it down.
Well, I'll tell you what, his vertical is awesome, off the charts. A short center who still makes his presence felt.
Okogie inside the three-point line. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. These guys have had some good motion on offense. Nice assisting.
And when everyone's involved offensively, it has a way of helping you on the defensive side as well.
Some changes for Minnesota. Reed's checked in, and Culver's subbed in for Josh Okogie. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Simons, he's checked in for Jones. A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. That's tipped. Here's Edwards. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
He's putting on a commanding performance here. He's hit 2 3-pointers in each half now.
Here's Cantor. And it falls over the rim and in. Cantor's got 6 in the quarter.
It all started with the pass. That's what coaches love to see, ball movement.
Here's Edwards. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
Trent gets the bucket.
Sensational ball movement there. When you pass the ball like that, good things happen.
Here's Rubio. Drains it from beyond the arc. Rubio's got 31 points.
Boy, he's demanding the ball. He wants it, and he's coming through. I mean, you can see why his teammates trust him down the stretch, guys.
They grabbed their own miss. Yes, that goes in.
No misses for him yet in this quarter. Solid as a rock.
Minnesota shooting has been brilliant in this game, 67% from the floor. Edwards can't hit. Trailblazers have gone 7 of 10 on their field goal attempts here in the third. It's blocked, and it's out of bounds to Portland. They'll retain possession. Woods checked in for the Trailblazers.
Rodney Hood.
Here's Simons. Edwards defending. Three-pointer. That ball is good for another field goal. His 6th. He is 6 for 9 on the stat sheet.
And you're asking for more trouble than you can handle if you're going to let him just roam free from beyond the arc.
Buries it from three-point range.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
You know, they're having free reign from beyond the arc. The defense is just not there.
Wasted no time on that one. Simons has got 17 now.
And that's definitely a shot that he has in his arsenal.
Fires from the wing. No good off the back of the rim.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
And it's good for 2.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Here's Rubio. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Rubio's got 9 points here in the second half.
You got to like what Rubio does here. I mean, working his magic in the painted area.
Here's Simons. Falls right in. He is 8 for 11 with that shot.
No defensive pressure at all. I mean, that's not going to get it done against him.
Minnesota calls timeout. What a recent stretch it's been for these players. They're the NBA's leading scorers over the last 10 games. Damian Lillard third.
Quite a role he's been on. I mean, a pure scoring display. Eventually, teams might find an answer for him, but that's not been the case here lately.
Here's Edwards. Drops it in from 11 feet. Edwards got 34. Lillard with it, and he has 42. And there's the feed to Cantor. Over Reed. But he gets it back. Cantor kicks to Lillard. Got a piece of it. From deep. Connects again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
Here's Noel. Hernan Gomez trying to break free. Shot's good by Noel. He's got 19. And Simons has got the ball here for the Portland Trail Blazers. To the inside. And there's Lillard. That's good on the assist by Cantor. 47 points for Lillard.
You really got to tip your cap to him in terms of how he's played today, even if they end up losing this game.
Now, here's Lillard. What an incredible scoring display he has put on tonight. Kept alive, Cantor. Oh, that's blocked. Now Edwards. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Anthony's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Passes it to Simons. Knocks down the 3 ball.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
And their defensive rotations have been non-existent.
And last year showed that there's still a place in the NBA for a guy like Melo. Mostly a mid-range shooter in the league that has turned away from that. But buckets are buckets, and Melo can still light it up.
Now a timeout called by Portland. Well, Carmelo Anthony was out of the NBA for about a year, calendar-wise. Greg, were you surprised it took him so long to get a look and get back in the NBA?
Kevin, I wasn't shocked, but absolutely I was surprised. I mean, it was always going to take the right fit for Melo and the right team. And in this case, it was the Blazers. But Melo showed he has legs left in the league and can still be a positive.
And the Trailblazers making a change here. Covington's checked in.
And a quick check of the stats for Carmelo Anthony. How's the last month of basketball been for him? Averaging about 15 points, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. And you can't downplay the importance of good size off the bench.
Space invader, a big guy who simply holds his ground and makes opponents work around him. That's good stuff.
All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
And you really can't help but notice all the points they've continued to get off turnovers.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
And the first one at the line is good.
And, you know, Carmelo Anthony is a special player, guys. A bulky, small forward with a quick trigger release, an elite scorer.
And he makes both free throws.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Yeah, they're making the most of their opportunities at the stripe, and they'll need to keep it up to take the lead.
Yeah, he earned that one. I mean, taking the hit and still able to get that one to go down.
Incredible, incredible body control right there. Don't know how he was able to get that one to go, But it sure was a thing of beauty to watch.
This will be his third free throw shot of the game.
In examining his numbers this season, we can see that he's been an exceptional free throw shooter, right around 85.
I think it's been a disappointing year for him at the stripe, guys. I mean, he hasn't been as productive as he was last season from there.
Portland's gone to the three-point shot 8 times already in the second half and hit 4 of them. Lillard fires away from way outside. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow.
Once again, he's able to knock down the long-range jumper. He's on automatic. Just a brilliant game.
Got that one up quick. Edwards got 37.
He has a lot of points from long range this half. He's taken advantage of a really tired defense.
A nice shot by Simons.
And you see the leadership of Lillard in that sequence, keeping everyone involved, not looking to do it all.
Yeah!
Oh, here he comes, and there he goes.
Look at him punish that rim.
Boy, the guys on the bench loving every minute of that one.
Pass to Carmelo. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Anthony's got 4 this quarter. Anthony's gone a nice 5 of 6 shooting from the field. Beyond the arc. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
You know, maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot the D can afford to give him.
Lillard from outside. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Here's Edwards. The shot from the low post is good. Edwards got 41.
Oh, it's scary because he's just been a matchup nightmare in this game. He's eaten up anybody they've thrown at him.
Here's Simons. 24 points for him. Anthony's shot is off. Lets it go with a 3. Edwards can't hit. Trailblazers shooting 61%, showing all the indications of an offense that is locked in. Here's Hood. Reed with the rebound. Reed's got his 4th.
Oh, what a dunk! Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Towns, he's checked in for the Timberwolves.
One shot.
Jake Layman comes in for Culver. And a switch here also for Portland. Jones is checked in.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Yeah, they've not missed a single foul shot this half, and that's taking care of business, fellas.
And Jones with the stuff.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish.
Part of what makes him unique, guys, that combination of power and polish.
Lillard outside. And a wide open look for Hood. And it's off from three-point range. The Timberwolves shooting 69%, showing you what a well-oiled offense looks like tonight. Towns with the bucket.
You got to respect Towns on the perimeter. He's got nice range and never backs away from taking that shot.
Anthony, the pass to Lillard. And Jones has it in the corner. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Jones has got 5 points now this quarter. Jones has gotten 3 of his 5 shots to go here. Here's Edwards. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
Yeah, that's 2 straight three-pointers they've allowed.
51 seconds left to play in the third. Now the pass to Carmelo. Puts it up. The Trailblazers rebound. Feeds it to Covington. And they convert it last on attempt number 3. Covington's got 10 points in the game. And finished off by Edwards.
And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those, that's for sure.
Yes, indeed. Let's just call him ladder climber.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Inside. Here's Jones, and blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. The dish now to Carmelo. And that one drops. 14 points for Carmelo Anthony.
And not relying at all on the three-point shot. They may want to rethink about stretching the defense a bit like they did in that first half.
That's a 2 from Hood. Again, the Trailblazers score.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
Here's Noel. Misses the shot. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. The Timberwolves on top, just dominating this one. And we'll get it going after this from the Target Center. Terry Stotts had some advice for his team. Let's hear what he had to say.
We got to be strong with the ball. They're going to hit us, not try and knock it out. Once we get it, we got to push it, all right?
Well, he's stressing, obviously, how important it is, Greg, to take care of the ball.
Yeah, you can't be careless with it around this group. He knows the importance of taking care of the basketball.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And on the floor for Portland here in the fourth. Down low. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
Oh, costly error there. We'll see how they rebound from that miscue.
Well, you know what? Their wounds are self-inflicted. I mean, you've got to play much smarter than that.
Here's McLaughlin. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Here's Jones. Covington trying to break free. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Jones has got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Trailblazers. Took him no time at all on that one.
And the jump shot has been a dimension of this game where they've had a clear advantage.
They keep pulling up and watching them go down. It's a really nice thing to see.
Basket good.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
And for Portland, they're shooting indicative of smooth offensive play. Up at 60%, they're a machine from the floor. To the middle, here's Little, and it's Little finishing it off.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Here's McLaughlin, defended by Jones, and the shot goes down.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Hey, guys standing around spectating, I mean, you got to get in there and get tough.
And he lobs it up toward the rim.
Oh, what a pass. And then he lays it in with the circus move.
So smooth.
He could have messed that up trying for a big slam. Nice work going to the layup.
Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Way to work the glass, buffet style. Second chance buckets. They can make a big difference.
The Trailblazers have gone a perfect 4 of 4 to start the final quarter. Can't ask for anything more than that. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. And it's blocked. And here is McDaniel. And there are the Timberwolves with another bucket. And Portland has possession. To the paint. And the basket by Jones. Jones has got 9 points here in the second half.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
Here's Little, and rejection by McDaniel. And now Minnesota on the fast break.
I like the fact he had his head up immediately looking to make the dish down the floor. Get rid of it quickly.
The Trailblazers have gone 5 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Strong work at that end of the floor. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. And Davis sends it back. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Here's Lehman. And it's good off the back rim and in.
Changing ends quickly, getting the advantage in numbers and finishing. They've been doing it all night long.
You know, they've been the more up-tempo team, clearly. It's helped them gain the advantage in this one.
Greg, your son's been drafted. You were drafted in the NBA. As you look back on the process that you went through and your son Cole has gone through, what are some of the flags? What are some of the things that stand out to you?
First and foremost, boy, how time flies. I mean, it wasn't that long ago, at least it feels like, that they were calling my name on draft night. But
91, right?
Yeah.
91.
You know, every stage of life, though, has its joys. And listen, to play the game I love and now see him playing it at this level, it's truly a blessing. And in his case, he probably loves it even more. You know, he didn't grow up the way I did. He grew up just with a true love and passion for the game. So it's humbling and obviously something that I take great pride in.
You were taken out of UNLV 1991, number 12 overall. Remember it like it was yesterday. Here's McDaniels, and it's good off the back of the rim and in. And it's the Trailblazers with the ball. Stolen by McDaniels. Pulls up, and the Timberwolves tack on 2 more. The Trailblazers have gotten into a pretty good groove, going 6 of 10 here in the final quarter. Pass to Canner. And some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Jones, no luck.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Yeah, no question about it. I mean, as they're looking to battle back, that's one of the key elements. You got to rebound.
Minnesota calls timeout. Clark, we know guys like LeBron and Michael Jordan will look for any perceived slight as a form of motivation. Was that something that you ever did as a player?
You know, Kevin, I really didn't go down that road. Now, had I played longer at the NBA level, I had a very short NBA career, maybe I would have approached it that way. If there was a slight or if there was a player that gave you trouble and you needed to get back at him in some way, sure, you'd be motivated by that, but I don't know if I was hunting for bulletin board material. I sought to be intrinsically or self-motivated from the inside as opposed to looking for outside influences to move me forward.
Minnesota making a switch here. Reed's checked in, and the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Trent's checked in. The Timberwolves shooting in the fourth quarter has been efficient at 56%. Here's McLaughlin, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. McLaughlin's got 6 here in this quarter. The Trailblazers shooting 55% in the fourth. They are executing late. Here's Trent. They get a hand on it. Shot clock at 6. And it's out of bounds as the Portland Trailblazers retain possession. Shot clock at 3. Poke loose. Here's McLaughlin. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
It's good. Cantor's got 10 points here in the second half.
And really just unselfish basketball on the interior. That's the kind of pass a coach loves to see.
Minnesota calls timeout. A lot of big decisions have fallen on Adam Silver's shoulders, the commissioner of the NBA. And Greg, I think you and I agree by all accounts he has succeeded with flying colors. I mean, wouldn't you agree?
No doubt about it. I mean, I don't know that you could have had a better person for the times. Adam Silver is to be commended, but I think also appreciated, not just from the players and the owners, but I think our fans should also appreciate who he is as a person. I've often said that commissioners typically work for the owners. He's the one commissioner, no matter the sport, that I've always felt like was a partner of the players as well.
Minnesota shooting a scorching 68% in the game. Here's Rubio, and that one off the back of the rim and in. Rubio's got 35.
Well, you know, one thing you notice about Rubio's jumper, the slow release takes him a while to get into it. Something that's not so easy to just get up and change. Going to take a lot of work to remake that release.
Here's Cantor. Second chance shot. Got a hand on it, and he gets it back. And he makes that one.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
And I say, hey, if it keeps working, go to it. Stay with it. I mean, until the defense responds and provides more resistance, keep making them pay.
That's good from Cantor. Greg, we're seeing the game evolve. We're seeing more and more big men displaying perimeter skills. Do you like that, or is there a part of you that misses those days when it all played out inside the lane in a very condensed area?
Listen, Kev, I think the game has kind of evolved on from the impact that the bigs had on the interior, but not the impact that they're having on the game. The reality is the game just doesn't stand still. And now as a big, you've got to have far more versatility. You got to be able to play in space. And as a fan, I just find the game to be more appealing to watch with the freedom of movement, the flow, and more of the skill set being put on display.
I agree. And Cantor throws it down.
And he placed that pass out in front of him and let him just run into it in rhythm.
The shot by McDaniels, no good. And taking care of the ball has been a problem for him.
That's something that they've got to fix. While the defense has been good, a lot of these turnovers have been unforced.
Portland moving the ball around. Count that bucket.
That's a textbook example of how to move the ball. Boy, you got to love that action.
And for the Timberwolves, they're shooting 57% in this fourth quarter. McLaughlin, and he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. And for Portland, their shooting is beautiful right now. 60% for the game. Pretty much everyone out there has been stroking it. There's the triple, and he's good on the 3-ball.
And there aren't many players more reliable from three-point range than he is, especially when the D's playing off him like that.
Rubio misses.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Inside. Cantor inside. Offensive rebound. Can't throw down the putback. Timberwolves shooting with confidence. Wow, 66% from the floor. The 19-foot shot. Rubio misses.
I wouldn't say that's exactly his spot now. I mean, and you can see why.
Rubio with the rebound. So it's Minnesota now. Shoots. It's good. Only a few seconds into the shot clock. Rubio's got 13 points here in the second half alone. Passes to Cantor. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And it's Whittle finishing it off.
It always helps when your big man dishes it like that. Cantor, excellent with that read.
A nice shot by McDaniel.
And now you can see the D having problems stopping the mid-range jumper, just not really closing out as much as they need to.
Here's Reed.
And he's been a force on the glass all game long.
Yeah, I love the way he's fighting through box outs, using his elbows. I mean, he's doing whatever it takes.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
And McLaughlin gets it to go. Portland's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Down low, here's Trent. Basket made. That gives him 7 field goals in 13 tries.
Nice touch there near the hoop.
Rubio left side. Here's Davis. And good. Got the English that time as it falls. Davis has got 4 this quarter.
And even with the big lead, he remains focused on the task at hand.
Yeah, and you know, that is some shaky and shoddy defensive work. They got to tighten it up.
Here's Cantor, and Cantor throws it down.
And usually amongst the leaders in the offensive rebound rate, Cantor gives your team found points off misses.
And now Portland on the break takes a 3. Trent gets the bucket. Trent's got a pair of 3s here in the fourth quarter for the Trailblazers.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Timberwolves.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And an important milestone for them tonight as they pick up win number 10.
And I guess one good turn deserves another in the final contest between these two teams. This win ties up their tug-of-war on the season series at 2 apiece against the Trailblazers.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Anthony Edwards.
Every time there was a big possession or a big play, he was a major contributor. Just a great all-around game.
Juan Hernangomez, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. So he picks up just 1 from the line that time.
A disappointing trip to the line there. Even though it was just 1 miss, now is not the time to be missing those.
The Timberwolves again can't hit. Portland's gone 2 of 5 on 3-point shots since the end of the third quarter. And Davis sends it back. And the Timberwolves call time here. They're leading by 29. 52 seconds left to play here in the fourth. And now, a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Anthony Edwards.
And guys, he's been about as close to perfection as you can be. The intensity he's played with has been amazing. Just no let up. And as fired up as he's been, he's never let his emotions get out of control.
And it's Davis with the ball for Minnesota. Pulls up on the wing, and the basket by Rubio. Rubio's got 39.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
And I think they can start that celebration right now. I mean, what a terrific team victory.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Outside, Davis, and it's blocked. There's 21 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. To the wing right side. Cantor, the pass to Little. So it's Minnesota winning this one easy. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks a lot, Ricky. You've played in a lot of big games, but what does it mean to you to make a big contribution tonight?
Yeah, it means something. It means that we win. But, I mean, of course, I'm happy. But the most important thing is that we play as a team. We did it today, and we make shots.
Great performance all around, Ricky. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.